And we are live, guys. Bunch of you guys in the house. Let me check you guys out. We got Off the Hook. He's up at Splash Lagoon with his family. Hopefully he'll get back in here. We got Delbert Hunting. What's up? Let me get back into my live chat here, guys. Oh, I got my daughter texting me from all the way over in Africa. Perfect timing, right? Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Of course, by popular demand, we got Judith and Dan tonight. We'll be bringing them up here shortly. We got Freezer Bound in here saying, what's up? Judith and Dan's in here already. Nature's Wild Playground. We got J Dub's Adventure. He made it first time in his life. He was early. I wasn't ready to go live yet. 5-0 Trapper. Yeah. You'll be in and out, but you want to watch Judith and Dan. We're all excited to get Judith and Dan back up here. Hopefully this time I hit some buttons and hopefully I don't eject myself from the live stream, but I think you're all here to see Judith and Dan anyhow. We got Chip. What about being outdoors? Thanks for coming in, Chip. Small Water Charters in here as well, saying good evening, everybody. Got Blakely's Trapping Supply. He's in here. Great seeing his lives. He goes lives quite a bit, guys. Got City Sticker Chris in the house. Good evening. Daddy Doc 365. Yo, Boxy, what's up? 5-0 Trapper says, hi, Boxy. How's it going? Hope all is well. There's Scab 76. He's still skinning them beaver tails. Something to watch. I actually attempted to skin one out myself. I actually cut into the one side, but the other side looks pretty good. Hopefully I'll get to tan that. We're going to see how it comes out. Owls Outdoors coming in the house saying howdy, y'all. Flintlock 25 in the house. Jeep fam. Overland, you guys back home yet? I know you were headed into Michigan last I knew. Dark 30 Outdoors coming in. Hey, Kyle, how we doing? I tell you what, I was all getting excited about this spring fishing, and then all of a sudden we get whacked with 2 inches of snow. Billings Brand Lures. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. George Trapping and Fishing. Hey, sorry, bud. I didn't make your live. I did at least get in there. I did hit your thumbs up. Didn't make it into the live, though. But Georgia Trapping and Fishing, guys, he goes live Sunday afternoons. Unpaid Explorer in the house. Freezer Bound's in here. We got PA Trout Slayer as well. Guys, I want to go over a few things real quick. I got a box to open up, and Rob's Outdoors. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you guys share this out. We're going to actually bring Dan and Judith up if they want to come up. Dan and Judith, if you're able to come up on panel, just give me a thumbs up or just say you're able to come up on panel so I know. There's Off the Hook. He did make it in here. He's up there. I hope you guys are enjoying the Splash Lagoon up there. So all ready to fish the spring bite, and we got 3 inches. Yeah, I hear you, bud. Splash it up, Ted. There's Boxy Senior in the house. There's Boxy Outdoors #1 fan. So couple things. There's Mark J. Larson. He's in the house. I'm getting ready. I got a box actually from Monica. If you guys don't know, Mark J. is headed out. He's actually already out in Cali. He's picking Monica up, and they're going to be headed back to Illinois. But I was in one of Monica's lives, and I won one of her giveaways. Otter Cat's in the house saying, Boxy, there's Geo Outdoors. Before we get started in with Judith and Dan, I want to show you this box, guys. I want to show you some artwork that I got. I won it in the giveaway, and I was going to do a mail call, but I just figured I'm going to do it right here on live. I got 19 of you guys in here. You all know Monica. Tina Ladybug in the house. I want to talk a little bit about the rendezvous. We got Freezer Bound in here. I got the video that I'm going to watch, or I'll show. Yep, you're able to get up, but not able to see comments. Comments will have to go through you. Man, you got a lot of trust and faith in me, but we'll see what I can do. But as long as I keep myself in the panel, right? Hey, Outdoors with Big Mac coming in. How you doing? We're going to be talking with Judith and Dan here shortly. But got the box open, guys. And we got a card, and this is wrapped up pretty nice. And believe me, I didn't take my name out of every single one of her paintings that she was doing. And I probably won the prettiest painting that she did. And kind of thought I'd give this to my wife, but you know what? Forget that. It's hanging in the old the live. There it is, guys. Check it out. Pretty cool. Yeah, glad to see everybody in here. We got FBO's Wives Clubs in the house. Flintlock 25. And there is my winning, guys. It's a piece of art from Monica. It's got the old boxy on there. I'm going to enjoy the small painting from you, Monica. I don't know if you're watching with Mark or not, but I want to thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping you are able to make the trip in May as well. She's talking about the rendezvous. And give me 1 second, guys. Box is gone. I don't know if that blends into it or not. For those of you that are OCD, I wanted to make sure that was nice and straight for you. Everybody's talking everything. We got Best Friend Outdoors in here. We got Off the Hook Outdoors. Guys, remember, everybody down here on this this banner that's going across here is working towards that 1K. There you go, Monica. I told you it's gonna hang down here as long as my studio is in here. I love it. I didn't realize it has like it's got some blacks and some gray specks in there as well. It's pretty cool. Small water charters limited out on crappies yesterday, 50 keepers. They were hitting pretty good. They were hitting pretty good here, and then this cold snap come in and cut it out. So yeah, guys. Monica, once they get back to Illinois, her and Mark are going to, of course, be working on their channels and stuff. So make sure we're supporting them. They are awesome supporters, awesome friends, and hopefully I get to meet them in May. So real quick, let's talk about these guys down here, and then we're going to be bringing Dan and Judith Davis up here because we're going to have 2 hours worth of talking to them. And then we will, at some point in time, anybody that is under 1K, you want to be showcased, I will put your name in my hat, and hopefully we won't have the malfunction like we did last week. But Judith and Dan is at 782, guys. We're going to be showcasing them tonight. I need everybody to share them out. Share out this live. Let's get some people in here. Let's get somebody running their link. There is no reason these guys are not to 1K. And I think each and every one of us, and if you have a live stream, please start pushing this channel. Tom Kellich, Everything Outdoors. Haven't seen him in here yet. I may have missed him. He's at 722. We got City Sticker Chris. He's in here. He's at 702. He just hit the 700 mark because of the 700. Yeah, Mark. Because of you guys and going over, checking out his channel. This is a perfect time of year for him. He's going to be doing a lot of those food plots and stuff. So any of you guys that are into that, Blakely's his subs kind of backed Your subs went down a little bit. Hopefully they bounce right back. Sometimes that's what happens. Coastal Fever TV, he's at 570. We got Bluegrass Trapping, another good trapping channel, guys. 734. Al's Outdoors. Everybody loves Al. Let's get him going. He's at 573. Love to see him at 600. We got Jeremy Albritton. He'll probably be in here at some point in time. You want to talk about the crappy jig making guru? There's the gentleman right there. Parabellum Fishing, another great channel. It's up and coming. We got him pushed up over 311. At 311, he's over the 300 mark. Let's keep pushing him as well. And then we have, if you remember, Bayou Buck that we showcased last week. He was at 63. He is now at 80. So I hope those are faithful supporters. Let's push him, and let's keep getting him closer to that 100 mark. Chip, wild about being outdoors. How's everything going down your way? It's that time of year, YouTube to do their, quarterly plunge. So real quick, guys, I'm going to be bringing Judith and Dan up, 30 in the house. I thank each and every one of you guys coming in here. Please hit that thumbs up. Share this out. Let's get as many people as we can in here to check out Judith and Dan. What a great channel. What great people. And if you want knowledge and tips and stuff, we bring him up here. They can't see the chat. I'm going to do my best. If you have questions for them, I will try to share it up onto the actual screen, or I will ask them about that. But guys, they have posted 100 videos. Think about that. 100 videos just since the beginning of trapping season. Okay. They got 223 videos total, and 20 of them have been in the last 30 days. And it's all about trapping. I believe 20, I think there was like 15 of those are preparing for the season. And then the rest of those are all setting and catching. Punt, fish, hunt, trap, and repeat. How are we doing? Set on sign. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And just so you know, I will be donating that back into the to the kids. Dan's one of the best trapper you'll ever see. Absolutely, Mark. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to invite that. I'm going to share. We're going to watch. We're going to watch a few of their videos too. I got 3 of them put up here. There's actually one that I really want to talk about, and then I have one that's mostly setting, but he's got some catches on there as well. And I think there's going to be a lot of questions on that as well. Yeah. So, Kyle, did you? I'm assuming you made your hours. I'm almost positive you did. Somebody could run set on signs link. I'd really appreciate it. $28 in the house. Please hit that thumbs up. We get Judith and Dan Davis up here. We'll see how everything's going with them. You know we're gonna be talking trapping, guys. 28 in the house. Please hit that thumbs. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Can you hear me now?
I can. I do believe I can hear you. Can you talk to me?
Listen to me. Yeah, we can hear you. We can see you.
Okay, that sounds
Hi there,
good.
Boxy.
How you doing, Judith? There.
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing good. There they are,
There you
guys. By popular demand, we got Judith and Dan up here. I can join the live with you some Sunday. That'd be fun. Blakely, yes, we can do that for sure. Derek Dirty's got his hours. He's in review. Awesome. So, Judith and Dan. So, Dan, you've been having a heck of a season, as always.
I enjoyed it.
So I'm we are going to play some of your videos. I'm going to keep sharing a video every week until you guys hit 1K. So,
Thank you.
So not sure why you're not to 1K yet, but
well, we don't do the live streams that most people do.
Right.
I'd rather just be about what I'm doing, not the personality. That's just me. I freeze up like a deer in the headlights sometimes.
Okay, Scab 78. I'm going to try to do my best to throw some comments up here for you guys. You can see it when I put it up on the screen.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So we'll do that. Yeah, hit the like button. I'd appreciate that, guys. Share this out. So everybody knows you guys as the Beaver Slayers, the Beaver Trapping Extraordinaires.
Well, thank you everybody for that. Thank you, Kyle.
Light our Beavers.
Yeah. So is your season near end, or you still out trapping? I know you do nuisance stuff as well, correct?
Yeah, ours closed the 15th of March. Now it's just putting out fires when the landowners call.
Okay.
If they're going to flood a bean field or logging company needs to get in there to drain timberland to log it, they'll call me. It's just fun.
And you're obviously watching the last couple of your videos. You're not above catching them rats and mice either.
No.
Trapping's trapping, right?
Yeah. Especially when they're tearing up people's cars.
Yeah, I tell you what, they can get very destructive for sure.
I didn't know they was making the wires now out of like plant material coatings that would be attractive to the rodents to eat.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that either.
Doing good, Blakely. Thank you for coming.
So lot of things I love. I know what we're normally going to get when we see a video come from you guys, and that is a couple of things. He's a tank. I love it when we hear that. And then I always like when you say, I had a TS-85 sitting right there, and it's not where I left it.
To me, I've had people ask me what classifies as a tank. If I'm sitting in the canoe and I have trouble rolling it over into the canoe, somewhere around the 45-pound mark, it becomes an issue trying to easily roll it into the canoe. Anything above that, I call a tank.
Yeah, absolutely. Derek Russell in the house. Thanks for coming back. We're watching Judith and Dan Davis. You want to see an arsenal of water trapping, right? Here's the guy to watch. So what thinking back on this season, what would you say was like one of the memorable things that stick out, whether it be a catch or maybe an area that you set up, a location, or maybe it was just an area that you caught the most in, or
I caught everywhere, but the most fun that I had was the last pond where I pulled 6 beaver and an otter out of probably a 15-acre pond. That I had no idea there was that much activity in there.
Yeah, lots of activity. So I have a lot of things written down here, and we'll probably see a lot of this in the videos. Just the way you put in your sets. I actually have one of the videos is you setting an area up, and it's, I believe, an area where they duck hunt, and you went there to try to take out some beaver and stuff. They actually had a gate there where the beaver actually chewed right through the thing, and it's like it screamed 3:30, right? Mark J says, so awesome to see Judith and Dan on here. I definitely look up to Dan and have nothing but respect for what he does and who he is.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
Chip says otter. Yeah. You've caught your fair share of otters. Those things, and I watch. I saw Scab. I saw him catch otter. I saw Adventures with James. He caught a couple this year. I think 3. And here in Pennsylvania, I actually in my area, I could actually trap for otter. I'm allowed 1, and I have to buy a permit. But what's that experience like? What's that when you roll up on an otter in a set? I mean, describe that feeling.
You remember when you was a kid and you waited all night for Christmas morning to get there, and you come downstairs, come out of your bedroom, and there's a big pile of presents under the tree?
Mm-hmm.
That's an otter in a trap.
Absolutely. I bet.
Be about like the time you rolled up on your first coyote in a leg hole.
Oh, believe me, I'll know the feeling then.
Yeah.
I tell you what, rolling up on a double of foxes in my my first catches for cables. That was pretty pumped. Anytime it's a first, I get pretty pumped. So,
well, anytime you've got a catch, it's a great day. It don't matter if it's a muskrat or nutria, beaver, otter, raccoons, anything. It's
So Al says, Mr. Dan helped me catch my first beaver ever this year for sure.
Thank you. It was. I mean, I just do what I do. I'm just glad people want to watch. I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, right. That's what I do. You're doing it anyhow. Might as well make a video and share it out. Scab says Dan made me have passion for beaver trapping again. That's awesome.
Well, that's where the market is, especially in the Southeast. It's not canines, because I mean canines are $5, $1.50 green. Foxes are 10 and 12, but how many foxes and coyotes are you going to catch in a season? Mm-hmm. I mean, if mind you, we do what we do because it's fun, but you still need to offset a little bit of the gas money nowadays.
Right.
And beaver and the castor and the bounty kind of does that.
Nice. Derek Russell, awesome. He got 1 otter this year.
Congrats on the otter.
Kyle says that'd be some hooting and hollering when Boxy gets a coyote in a foothold. He's probably going to hear me all the way over on the other side of Ohio for sure. Eddie Gross, thanks for stopping in. Hope you like trapping. We got Judith and Dan up here. We're going to be talking trapping tonight for sure. Great channel. If you're interested, grab one of their links. I'm hoping somebody posts and get over there and check out their channel. Yeah, Mark J's out in Cali right now, guys. He's picking up Monica, and they're going to be headed back to Illinois.
He had a great season on the coyotes.
He had an awesome season, yeah. Blew by his goal of 20. Let me see here. I know I'm getting a little bit slow on there's Parabellum fishing coming in. We got Raised Outdoors Arkansas. Got a bunch of new channels coming in here. Some channels we haven't seen in a while. Fish. I always get that miss. Fish, hunt, trap, and repeat. I just can't repeat that too fast.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, he says Nebraska needs a beaver bounty for sure. So that's one thing. I was excited about this season. I was going to try to. My goals weren't too big. I just wanted to do better than I did the year before. I don't run big lines. Usually I'm 13 traps or less, and I had a great season. And for me to be able to get that property, he wanted the beaver eradicated, is how he put it to me. And I caught 9 of them, and I was just blown away. I still know there's more. So I've said it. I broke the dam out, and it's pushed back in. I didn't catch a beaver out of there this past week, but I know they're in there. So I know I'll have some beaver for next year.
2-year-olds are dispersing, so wherever you took beaver, they're going to be more move in.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. internet veteran. I thank you very much, sir. And he says, hey to Boxy, Judith, and Dan.
Well, hello, internet veteran.
Hello.
I've used a lot of tips the last 2 seasons from Judith and Dan.
We're here to help.
A tip that for those of you guys that don't know, my first year I went out and I was using car rotors, and I was going all the way back in the swamp. And Judith and Dan actually sent me a burlap bag with a drag or a drowning cable and stuff like that they had made. And totally last year I went in there, I used those, and something that was mentioned actually in Iowa Trappers Live was he has a lot of sand, so it's hard for him to use those bags. But you guys had the perfect remedy or tip for that, and that is to line it with either a garbage bag or a plastic bag inside that burlap bag to where it doesn't kind of ooze out through the actual burlap. And
our swamp mud is like soup, so when that's what I've done when I've had to do it that way. Now my trapping rigs, I can carry it in one hand. It's just a 5 or 6 foot stake, a cable, or earth anchor, and a bottle of lure, and I'm done. 5 minutes gone.
There's Evie in here saying hello to you guys.
Hello, Evie.
Hi there.
Tina Ladybug's in here as well. So that's one thing I noticed how you stake off. You actually have a pool that you stake out in deep water. Now, are those like aluminum pools, galvanized pools?
They're the heavier conduit they use for metal fabrication buildings for running they're a heavy, I guess, EMT or ENT tubing.
Okay.
For electrical work. And they'll bend them every now and then, but it takes a good beaver to bend them. Right.
I believe I have one. I think one of these videos that I have, I think you. No, I don't. There was one that actually pulled that stake out and was up on the on his house.
Yeah,
and he was. You want to talk about a tank? Holy smokes, he's a tank. I think that might be one I have keyed up. If I don't, I did watch it, and I tell you what, you put that little 22 that you got this year, and you set that on top of him, and he's bigger than it. Nature's wild playground. How you doing? He's saying hello to everybody. There's Geo Outdoors. Guys, if you don't have Judith and Dan Davis, right there is the link to their channel. Please get over there, check them out. Let's push them over 800 tonight. It's very easy to do. They're only 28 away. So
and thank you everybody for hanging in with us this season and helping do what we do.
Yes.
You drive us to push harder.
And I help a little bit too.
Yeah, she's my legs.
She's your legs.
Yeah.
There's world's fastest tubes in the house. How you doing tonight? So another video that I watched was you cooking a beaver in a crock pot with canned mushroom soup.
Oh yeah.
It's not her favorite thing, but it's mine. So
not with the soaping, and do it without the soaping, it'd probably be better, but not me.
Me and the neighbors loved it. We eat it all.
Yeah, I actually what I've done is I actually take them and I smoke them for about 4 hours. I smoke it for about 4 hours, and then I bring it in and I'll put it in a crock pot or an Instapot, and I get that to where it basically cooks until it just falls off the bone. And then I just shred it up, put a little bit of barbecue sauce on there, and just eat it almost like pulled pork.
Yeah, you could give it to somebody that didn't know what it was, and they would think it was just good beef or pork, barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've eaten a lot of wild things, I promise you. Raccoons, we've tried that before.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want him to eat none of those because I like my raccoons.
And to answer Flintlock's question he got up there, the 850s and the TS85s, I will put them on par both with each other. But the 850s from Duke, I'm not setting as much if I'm setting on the boundary of public land. I don't want them stolen.
Raised Outdoors. We got Michael Lee Atkins in saying, good evening, guys. Watch both your channels and content. He's from Northern Virginia. Well, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Blakely's asking you guys what state you trap in. I'll let you guys answer that.
Mississippi. Or Mississippi, however you want to say it.
Raised Outdoors trying to subscribe Troy twice, but it was worth a shot, he says. How often does a beaver attack a person? A photographer was taking pictures of a beaver, and the beaver bit the person in the thigh and severed the main artery and bled out and died.
I don't know. I've only heard of 3 or 4 instances of that happening. It's usually in defense of a kit, or 1 or 2 times they've had rabies. But I've had them bite a boat paddle. I've had them bite the canoe. I've had them bite the chain. They chew up everything when they don't go down the drowner. They self-propelled wood chipper.
I like that one. I never heard that. World's Fastest Dude says he's already subbed to your guys' channel.
Thank you.
Ray's Outdoors said his wife's from Pecan, Mississippi.
Picayune. That's South Mississippi.
All right, Mark and Monica must be back to the hotel. He's on his laptop. Off the Hook says, Judith and Dan, you really like the content. Keep it up. Keep the videos coming.
Will do. Anytime I get a call, even post-season on damage, I'm still going to film it. Go have fun. I'm going to go check into putting out a hog bait and hopefully try to pick one of those up too.
Nice. So here's a question I got for you now, and I know the answer is probably whatever the sign tells you, or the one that catches a beaver. But what is your favorite set, or what are you looking for to try to set? Like, is there a specific set that you prefer or like to set?
The answer is going to be the caster mounts, but not just any caster mount. I want one that's got some age on it, one that shows repeated use from multiple beavers, and preferably the ones around the edge of what I consider to be their territory, because they'll patrol the edges of their territory, marking it to keep the other beaver out, and they'll travel it and defend it quicker than they will, in my opinion. That's what it's worth, what you pay for. Faster. I'll make a faster catch around the perimeters of the territory than I will close to the. I'm trying to stay away from the huts to catch fewer kits.
Gotcha. Yep. So that's one thing I found. So of course, like I said, that one property that I got, they needed the beaver gone, and they wanted them all gone. So I did set a couple a bank den set. Now we have to be very careful of how we set. We can set bank den sets, but if they actually throw the logs up on there, like I see down in Mississippi they do that as well. But if I have that, then I can't set it. But I had one. I got to stay 15 feet away from either a dam or a house. So I did find where there was a bank den, and I set that up. And believe it or not, I caught the small beaver that I caught were all out of those sets, all 3 of those sets. Well, it's just one set, but I caught 3 beaver out of it. And but I didn't. I noticed. I got a friend in Mississippi. He's a beginner trapper still. I noticed, and you mentioned in one of your videos caster mound. Normally, you're going to get the kits that are going to be interested in it. However, they're not actually setting caster mounds per se.
No.
So,
it takes them to get to be about the age of 2. I say, if you'll notice in your kits and your 1-year-olds, when you start looking for casters, it's just a shell. Mm-hmm. They haven't sexually matured and they're not producing the amounts of casters. You can catch them at a caster mound, but not like you would if you were setting the lodges. Caster mounds, to me, it's basically like farming your beaver colonies. Mm-hmm. You'll catch your adults and your sexually mature 2-year-olds and up. Like all the beavers we carried to the sale, out of the 60 we carried to sale at Mississippi sale. Out of the 60, I only had 6 smalls. I had 54 blankets.
Nice. Now, where's that cutoff as far as size? Because I hear people talk about blankets and stuff. Like this one here that would be considered a blanket, no, or a large.
Probably large. Everybody's, it depends on who you talk to. Mm-hmm. To me, I consider anything over 65 a blanket. I catch them from 65 to 76 inches.
Okay.
But the best beaver for market, to me, is your 58 to like 63s. They skin easy, few bite marks, and they're just a cleaner pelt. You just don't get the, but in a hatter market, they don't care what size it is as long as it's not a kit. Mm-hmm. Basically, you get one price. Just your sub-adults and your 2-year-olds and smaller, skin easy, flesh easy, and you can carry a whole lot more of them in a canoe.
Yeah. So Mark just found out Flintlock 25 is only a few miles away from him. Raised Outdoors, Arkansas says that was great advice setting the perimeter. Set on sign brings up a very good one. His favorite video is when you pointed out that big old gator as calm as can be while you're in your little canoe.
Well, the first time that happened, last year, year before last, I called her on the phone. I said, I'm getting out of here.
Hey, Daniel Kilgrove, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. If you don't have Dan and Judith Davis, please go check their channel out, especially if you're into trapping or would be interested in learning about trapping, especially the beaver. Dan's got great advice. Judith as well. These guys get it done. There's Team Ambush coming in. He says, hi, Judith, Dan, Boxy.
Hello, Team Ambush.
Hello.
So I actually, I like setting the caster mound as well. I did find a crossover that actually my 12th beaver that I just caught. Mm-hmm. So like a dam crossover, that would be a no-go for me. I cannot set that. I got to stay 15 feet away. So at that point, I don't feel unless it's a channel coming off of that crossover, I could set it that way as long as I'm 15 feet away. But this was a crossover going from a pond into the main lake that's right down from me. And I went down there just to look for some sign. Of course, I found some chippings and stuff. So I knew they were in there. Well, I saw that and I was like, I got to put something there. And
that's all here.
I think I'm going to just put up a 330 and see if they've seen it yet or not. It took me 3 days, but the first day I would have had him, but he actually went over I don't know how he did it, but he kind of like pushed it right over. Never set it off. And
that spot that you set like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm really surprised you didn't have a drowner on both sides.
Well, so here's the deal. The lakeside, I'm not allowed to trap.
Oh, okay.
In that area, I can trap further up the lake, but that area there, like they're not even allowed to goose hunt, duck hunt that area either. But Anti-Jack in the house saying hello.
That spot would catch every beaver and every otter coming out of that lake to the slough.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing too. I was kind of nervous about setting that because from my understanding, there's been people that have been seeing a couple otter at Pomatumin, and I was like, that's the last thing I want to do is catch one of those and not be in season and me not have a tag for it. But
well, good thing we don't buy our tag. We don't go get a tag for it until we catch it. You buy the regular trapper's license, then you got to go get the CITES tag put on it.
Mm-hmm. I got you. So we actually have to buy a permit. Yeah. So, Woman Outdoors coming in saying hello.
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 You ever lose a beaver to a gator?
Yes. On those weeks towards the end of the season when it runs up into the 70s before season ends and the gators come out, I've found quite a few catches at the bottom of the drowner that were just torn in half.
Yeah,
they'll get to the bottom, roll and spin, run off with half of it, and you go, what happened here?
I could imagine.
Yeah, you start looking around then. You still come to claim the other half?
Yeah, right. You'd gladly give them the other half. You already took half. Give them the other half.
I usually will. I'll drag it over to the bank and leave it for them.
Yeah. Daniel says, it's nice watching you tote all those beaver to the truck.
Well, good thing I can usually park pretty close to the boat ramp.
Woman Outdoors, she's north of us. We actually got some snow today, and actually started last night. And we're not quite snowed in. I think we only got about an inch and a half.
No snow. We had it a couple of weeks ago. It was horrible. I'm not a snow person.
We don't have the road equipment here to take care of the roads, so you're pretty much stuck fending for yourself.
Yep. Frontier Survival in the house. Said on side, said it's a shame to lose a good beaver to a gator.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And like I say, I've asked the game warden, towards the end of the season, well, what if? What if I pull up a drowner and there's a gator? He goes, if that happens, call me. He says, we'll figure out what to do, but he says, we'll probably get you not a for sale tag, but like a salvage tag. You did the right thing. We're going to, whether I get to keep it or not, they would at least want to know about it.
Yeah. So I'm assuming gator would be off limit. Like you guys don't have like gator hunting and stuff, or you got to have tags for them.
It's like a lottery.
Uh-huh.
And once you get drawn for a tag, you have to go take their class. The gator has to be caught with a fishing rod. You have to hog tie it next to the boat, make sure it's of legal length before you can dispatch it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow. I'm like, no.
No, that thing's going to be dead, and then I'll touch it.
You get 2 tags. I think you're allowed one over 7 foot, one under.
Okay.
But they have to be caught with a fishing rod, hog tied, and then dispatched.
That thing might jump up and bite you.
Mm-hmm. There's J Dubs coming in the house. Matter of fact, that the one snare that you caught that beaver, you caught him in a snare, and the TS-85. He wasn't going nowhere.
Mm-mm.
He was in a J Dubs snare too. So Scab says he don't care how many whatever you catch. When someone you look up to compliments you on your fur, you get giddy. And I know you had complimented Scab on his beaver pelts, I do believe.
Well, when you see somebody doing a good job on fur handling, that would be something that you would want to buy.
Right.
You say, hey, that's a great job.
Yeah.
Like Bill Duke said to us when we was at the sale on the beaver pelts, that's the best looking beaver he's seen. Definitely the best beaver in the building.
Mm-hmm. J Dub's other adventure says, then J Dub snares are nice.
Yeah, all snares are nice. I still got the training wheels on the snares. I'm still learning as I go. It's not I'm learning. It's definitely a learning curve.
Yeah, I think I'll continue to just purchase them.
Oh, he's talking about we bought some from J-Dub.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, either way, bought some or give some. It's been last year when that happened, and we got some given to us also from Jeremy Cooley, Out West Adventures.
Okay, Jamie Cooley, yeah.
Jeremy, yeah.
Jeremy. I believe me, I always punch him in as Jamie too, and I was like, can't find him. It's Jeremy, yeah. I just got done watching some of his beaver snaring and stuff. Believe me, I've been thinking about doing that. I got 4 days left. If I go out and set tomorrow, I'll have 3 checks. I thought about going and resetting that spot that I just caught that beaver in that crossover. I guarantee I bet you I put one there. I bet you I get something.
Mm-hmm. Put a drowning rig, that way your people walking down the levee won't see it.
Right. Can you put a drowner set in on a cable like that? Like if I put a snare in there, can I put that on a drowner cable?
Yeah, you can do it on a cable too. You just put in a support wire and run a short lead on it to a ground anchor. Disposable anchor that they're going to be able to yank on and pull out. That'll make your snare tighten up, and once he pulls that anchor up, he's still got that tightened snare on him. He can go on down the drowner cable and be out in deep water.
Gotcha.
Run you a 6-8 inch earth anchor, and once he fights with it hard enough, he's going to pull it out of the ground and go on down the cable.
Okay. Jeremy Albritton in the house. There's the crappy jig making guru right there. So let me. I want to play a video here. We're gonna watch a video. I'll keep us up on there with it. And if you want to make comments or anything like that, the first one I'm gonna show is actually you caught a big female beaver and stuff, and it was very interesting. It was very, very interesting to me because I did not know that where their actual teats or whatever you want to say are.
Teats or mammary glands, however you choose to be politically correct about its term.
So let's see here. Okay, remember, guys, I'm starting to push buttons now. We'll see if I got better than the last time.
If not, we got this.
Let me see.
Chat. Go ahead.
Can't see the chat. All right. So I got it kind of about halfway through the video here, and
right there's my 330 in the run. That's the one I said is the best one I ever seen. It's just a perfect little ditch.
So this is where I know you're coming up on that set.
Nothing in that 330 set. I hope you can see the trap at the bottom. It's hard to tell on this little screen. But
yeah, J-Dubs, you need to get out there and trap.
It's right in the run. I don't know if they've used this one or this one, but sooner or later something's going to have to screw up. Run right there just too good. I'll keep moving down. Nothing on this set, but I'm looking down ahead of me. 2 traps from here. I know I got another one. I can see feet sticking out of the water. Looks pretty good.
It's always a good sign.
Looks real good, as a matter of fact. We'll find out in a minute. Don't know what it is yet. Toes are awful close together. We'll see in a minute. I do have the adult female. I can tell that from a distance. She's got the protruding teats, but I will get this trap pulled out of that, get the beaver out of it, and get it reset. We'll take a look at her, but she's not huge. But she is.
Now, did she grow
showing
when you picked
whether
her up?
she's had kits or got some.
Well, the way she was laying down in the water with
showing.
her toes
We'll
crunched up, the feet look small.
Is a big beaver. That is a really big beaver. Big big, big.
Tail
And I'll
was
show you what I
Absolutely,
was talking about the teats exposed on the beaver.
Yeah, so this,
Get her flipped over. That's how you can tell it was a female. I could tell at a distance. They have 4 teats situated right around and right between the front legs.
that was interesting to me on where they were actually
That
positioned.
is a nice beaver. Other than it's a big female, but she had to go.
Edward Family Farmstead in the
They're
house.
causing
How you guys
problems in
doing
here.
this evening?
Maybe I'll catch
Hello,
the
Nate.
male tonight. We'll see. This is just
You
a
guys
tank.
don't know, that's Nate 408
I'll
and
get
Bees Beyond
the,
Blessed. That's their new
330 off over and get the trap reset. Well, here's my
Especially nice
remake.
targets. Yeah,
I just
that's
caught
true.
the female coming out of this bank den.
Steve from Wyoming's in the house. Not a trapper, but
She
sure
is
enjoy
a
watching all
house.
about what you guys do. It is definitely an
I
interesting.
didn't think it's a house.
Right there. Here's the 330. In the bottom of the run, you can see it's shallow. And it just drops off. Drops off right there in the bottom of the run, right where 330's at. Hopefully we'll pick up the male tonight. But we got a kit and a big female right now. I'll get it anchored back up and keep moving. I've come to the little portage where I got to go up and around this beaver dam. But right now I can still hear this dam break running. I don't hear the other
Dunlap
two.
2423 in the house. We're checking out this
I got
video
3 dam
from
breaks and 2
Judith
caster
and
mount
Dan.
sets up above here to check. We'll see if any of those hit. Hopefully they did. But I don't expect big numbers out of here. But these are problematic beaver and need to go.
They just need to
I'll
go.
see you over there. Oh, I have nothing on this dam break. But I've got 2 more just above me and on the dam that I don't hear running. And maybe we've made a catch. That's how my dam breaks
Yeah, he
get put in.
said on sign, said, look at the difference in the size
We'll
on
see in a minute.
this.
Well, nothing on dam break number 2 either, but the water is still
Bayou
trickling
Buck,
running
how you
over.
doing?
I can hear number 3 now. That
There
I'm
you guys,
over here.
Dark
And,
30 Outdoors Go. Hook
it's
set,
still
Judith
running
and
as
Dan
well.
Davis.
I'll
He's
go
giving
over
you guys
there
the
and
link.
check it out.
37 in the house, guys. Please
I have nothing on
get
number
over there,
3.
share them out if you already have them.
Any
Thanks,
beaver
Kyle.
comes through here. Here's that water running over, or through the dam like this.
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
very
have to
much.
fix it.
You give them the 2 thumbs up.
I mean, this is one of those
Thank
sets
you.
that you got anything, any beaver, any
Bayou
otter.
Buck says that's a big old
They hear
beaver.
this water running through this
Big
little
female.
gap. This is where they're gonna go.
Yeah, that's
But nothing on the 3rd dam break. It's still sitting right there. I got 2 caster mounds up here, and we'll see
I
if
think
those hit.
near the end there.
I've got nothing in this caster mound.
We'll get it up here.
Any
You're
beaver
going to
coming
the
through
tailgate.
here. Any beaver. My catch of the day. A very
There they are.
large female and a kitten. And probably pregnant because she's huge in the belly. But the kit, not so much. Probably won't even make it to the first set of rings on the board. That female's a tank. I'll get the canoe, drug up to the truck, come back and get my beaver.
John Oiler Outdoorsman. We've got Judith and
just
Dan
2
up here
catches
checking
today.
their channel out.
And that big
Trying to
female's
push
a
into
good
that
one
one
to get out of
catch.
here. And maybe we'll catch that otter tonight too.
I wasn't far
Catch
off.
you later. There's a good view of her up on the tailgate so you can see how big she is. She's probably pushing 55, 58 pounds. Just a big female.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. I went to get off of here, but at least I didn't take me out of here. I just actually stopped a little bit sooner than you finished. But huge beaver. So, of course, that'd be the easiest way to tell the female. So what I had found was the way I could tell whether they were different or not was I actually found when I was taking the casters out, the tube there that actually has the little male appendage part actually inside. Yep, smashing buttons for sure.
Basically, unless they got teats exposed, that's about the only way you can tell.
Right. So Chip wants to know what do you guys do with your beaver tails? Do you make tail oil with them?
If I'm on private land, that's the deal I make with the landowners is to work with the USDA office I turn the tails into them. They turn them in for the bounty, and the bounty goes to me. Instead of charging the landowner, they give me the bounty money.
Oh, okay. I mean, that would work out for both of you guys. I mean, I would think,
Yeah.
It really does.
It went away for a minute. Sometimes I've done everything from getting paid to go do the beaver jobs to the tail bounty. And when the money's not coming out of their pocket, they'll work with you on getting the USDA office tail bounty handed to you.
Mm-hmm.
We've been put in a bed and breakfast to go trap.
Yeah.
All kind of stuff.
Nice.
This is our 3rd year
doing it here. Yeah, again.
Yep.
Okay.
I trapped a lot growing up.
So believe me, I had how long have you been trapping? So you said you got trapped when you were growing up. Have you trapped pretty much all your life then?
Yeah. I grew up on a mink farm. I've seen both sides of the fur industry, from the commercial to the wild. I've got form boards in my shed that were my grandfather's. So I've been around the fur industry since I was old enough to walk around the farm.
Wow. Talking about the mink farm. So I only caught 3 of them this year, but I tell you what, they quickly became just a very interesting critter that I think I'm going to really try to go after a lot more next year. They're kind of like one of those curious type critters, that just I know there's more out there than I'm actually seeing. I actually saw some mink tracks, so I set a couple sets, and I think if I'd have set more, I think I would have done a lot better on them. But
that stacked rock you put in the culverts,
that's
money set right there.
Yeah, I like it. I can say that was not me. I got that from a YouTube channel, and that's just watching you trap and how you set some stuff up. You got all these other channels too. And just I was like, that looks like one of them spots that guy set them stacked rocks up. I'm gonna try it. What do you got to lose, right?
It's like the first time you ever set a bottom edge. You go, how's this gonna work? There's no guiding. You come back the next day and there's a tail in it. How'd that work?
So Blakely's asking if a landowner is going to pay you to trap their thing, how would you go about charging that?
Well, I'm not in it for the money, but how you would base it, how many miles you have them to drive versus the price of gas. Mm-hmm. If you're wanting to do it for a business, are you going to charge a setup fee? Are you going to charge a per tail fee? Does the landowner want to see it? How many times are you going to have, like say if you're damage control trapping and you're going to carpet bomb it, you're going to set it and check for at least 3 days, maybe longer. Depends on if you're making catches. You got to figure on at least 3 to 5 days from set to pull. Gas price, your dealings with the landowner. Is he going to get you a tail bounty, or whether you're going to have to? There's a lot of variables that go into whether you're going to get paid for the job or not. A lot of people charge $85 to $100 setup, plus gas money, plus per beaver. This part of the country, we poor folk, I mean, you can't do that and get any calls. You won't get any calls. But by trapping the beaver for the tail bounty, I get a key to the gate. Well, come on back next trapping season. You can do whatever you want. Come on. That's worth more to me than money.
Right.
He even gets me out there with him sometimes.
She goes and helps.
Gets you out there.
He found a beaver. He thought it was something else, but he found a beaver and he gave it to me. And he threw it up on the bank. And I said, what do you want me to do with it? He said, well, throw it in the bed in the truck. I slung that little booger off.
Slid on the yep. She got so tickled.
I sure did like it. Now I'm going to get it tanned.
Yeah.
Get it tanned.
So
Okay.
Raccoon.
Yeah, Raised Outdoors says they nuisance trap mink around chicken houses. The easiest catch is the blind set on entry.
Mink is one of them things. A lot of times baited sets don't work. Blind sets seem to be the best thing, like your stacked rock set.
Yeah, just
when there's something to eat everywhere, they don't have to go look in a stinky bait in a box. Or when I find a muskrat that I've caught that's half eaten, well, I'll stick that rest of that muskrat back in the hole and reset the trap.
Reset it, right.
But I've had very little success with baited sets for the mink. It's mostly blind sets, pinch points, trails, pinch down from a high bank to in the water trail by using sticks to kind of force them into their first step into the water. But baited sets, I've had very little luck on mink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think next year I'm just gonna go to every culvert I can find to put a stack rock on, and I'm gonna set probably both sides.
I would.
Work for me. John Oler saying hello, Dan and Judith.
Hello, John Oler.
They don't have Blakely says they don't have bounties. I believe he's in Missouri.
Well, that's when you'd work out a bounty with your landowner. Okay, how much a tail are you willing to pay me? And when I come in from checking, I'll call you. You'll meet me at wherever I'm putting the boat in. We'll cut the tails off. You pay me X amount of dollars per tail. And he can see where the beaver come from. He knows when you caught them and how many.
Mm-hmm. Set on Sun says, poor folk is usually good folk.
Yeah. You treat them right, you get a key to the gate.
Destin, Arkansas is farmers. Bounty plus $10 a beaver. It's a long way for me to travel, but we get a bounty if you can get through the red tape.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we give it to the landowners.
That's why I signed up with the USDA office that I'm one of their referred trappers. If they get a call, they call me, I come work with them.
Mm-hmm.
I show it's the reason why I set a lot of my stakes with orange tape on the end, so the landowner can see this is where my set is. So when he drives around to look at his pond, okay, I see where your stakes are. Okay. So he knows I'm actually making an effort to catch them off his property.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll make effort to send him a picture when I get a catch. And when I leave for the day, I'll let them know I'm coming in, let them know I'm leaving, let them know how many I caught. And at the end, I'll go hand them a bag of tails. They carry them to the USDA office, and they write them a check, which in turn they give me.
Mm-hmm. Mink and otter are a lot alike when it comes to bait. Better off without it.
Mm-hmm.
Edwards Farmstead said, animals are lazy. I catch plenty of them making things super easy for them. And that there's a lot of truth in that, if you just, I guess certain animals you can kind of guide quite a bit. I found that the coyote does not like to be guided, but you can make it super easy, especially for them water critters. And they just kind of like to follow along. And
that's why it's not.
There's a surprise. I usually get $50 a beaver for nuisance. I don't need to travel very far. Nice.
Real nice. Most of my lines are within 20 miles of the house in either direction.
Mm-hmm.
So before the gas prices got stupid, I was going there anyway.
You go in creek beds too.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky too. I can where I caught that last beaver. Matter of fact, somebody mentioned in a comment. They said looks like you even checked them traps in your work attire. I was checking the traps on my way home from work. You know, it was the perfect setup. You know, I'm already going by there, just set it up and check it. But I'm within.
Sounds about like something I did growing up. I rode the school bus to high school until I got old enough to get a license.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the north bypass around the town, I had permission to trap the property. I would set so I could check them out the school bus window. So I knew if I had to catch.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Smart. I like that. Yeah. So set on sign says an educated animal, though, will show you who the smart one is. And who is not. I mean, just in, you know, my short time of trapping, buddy, I tell you what, I've had some, I've been dealing with some smart animals a time or two.
Especially on a nuisance job when you're supposed to remove everything.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get down to that last one, they pretty much don't want anything to do with that lure or 330 conibear square shape.
Yeah.
That's when you throw in the snares.
How many times? They just say, "I'm buggering out of here."
It happens.
You know, you kind of think that, you know, as I was catching all them in that pond and stuff, I'm thinking, man, they got to be, where'd Johnny go? Where, you know, where, you know, it's just like, I just would not have thought that there was like 9 beaver in there. Now, obviously, there's more. And then, like you said, if some 2.5-year-olds start moving in there, definitely a great place to trap.
It's like right after you catch a big female,
mm-hmm.
you're going to catch kits because they're going to be out looking for mama.
Looking for mama. Okay. Yeah. Jen Ramusen. I know I just chopped up your, let's just go with, I think it's Justin and Jen is their name. That's pretty good tip for young trappers riding a school bus. You know, yeah, I mean, you could set up a couple raccoon traps or something, you know is going to be right there. You know where to be looking. And Edwards Family Farm said, guiding can cause more problems than it is worth. I've staked a chunk of meat to open ground and put the trap in front of it and caught fur. They love random meat laying around.
I've caught buzzards doing it too.
I had matter of fact, the friend that I actually helped put in some sets this year, and he ends up catching a double on coyotes. Can you believe that one? But he actually had a deer carcass. His brother actually had shot a doe, and they had to leave it overnight. They come back in that morning, and the coyotes had already got to it. So he decided he was going to set on this, and he actually caught I believe it was either an owl or a hawk, because he set the trap so close to it.
What happens?
And he was he definitely said that was very interesting, and having one up that close, he threw his coat over top of it. And he says the talons on those things is just remarkable.
Mm-hmm. You don't want them in your hand.
No.
I'm surprised.
That's the best I got, Justin. We all know I can't pronounce names.
The time I caught a buzzard and turned it loose without harm. But you'd think a buzzard being a huge bird, they'd be heavy. They wasn't no more heavier than a pigeon. They're all feathers.
Mm-hmm. So like Dan said, carpet bomb, because they will get wise to your sets. Set in tents, grab as many as you can before they get wise.
Absolutely.
A buzzard trapper.
Hey, it's going to happen sooner or later. You're going to catch something that you shouldn't have, and you turned it loose. Hey, You did the best you could.
You saw that alligator that was at the waterway, though.
We didn't catch it yet.
I know, but you said it slid off that.
Chip wants to know what do you make with the beaver tails? And old Daniel says, "Is this where all the cool kids are hanging out?"
Exactly.
Right? We're all here. Raised outdoors said he's afraid Mark J's going to become domesticated. He at least had a good season. That's funny. How many kits can a beaver have and how often?
Well, it depends on who you talk to. They have 4 teats, so usually you wouldn't want to have more than 4. Usually 2 to 4, and I believe they can have 2 litters a year, but
okay.
Somebody told me just 1.
Okay.
But I catch a lot of fall kits, and then I'll catch spring kits.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. To me, the verdict's still out on that.
I do believe So I've been reading on the mink, and I have been reading a little on the beaver, and I want to say it said I believe, and that's the Trapper's Bible I'm actually reading, and I believe it said 2 to 4 kits
on mink
for beaver, 2 to 4, and I believe it says one litter a season. The mink, I forget I think they can have several. And then the thing about them is they got to move. They actually, once they have their litter, they actually move all their young. Because if not, the male will, the buck mink will actually eat them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else about mink that'll be like a trivia question. Mink can have a delayed fertilization or a delayed gestation. They can get pregnant and hold and not even gestate for like 6-8 months before it has to be. It depends on weather and food availability. So they're not born during the dry or bad parts of the year, which is interesting. I didn't know that. And I grew up on a mink farm. I had to find that out later. My granddad did it with light, alternative light sources. And controlling the number of hours of daylight in the day to get the fur to peak off at a 2 week earlier than normal time to get his fur to the market quicker.
Right. Ottercat says otter can too. Mark says, "Don't worry, guys." He said, "Don't worry, friends. I'm okay." Okay, so 5-0 Trappers, he's agreeing with the 1 to 4 kits a year. Same with Weasel, Flintlock is saying. Uh-oh, the fight is on.
That domesticated.
And I tell you what, those hotel pillows, man, they're nice and fluffy too. I imagine we're getting some flinging around right now. Right? We got Mark in trouble. So Bull has what? I have 12 inches snow drifts in my orchard and still coming down. Man, I'm glad it must be right on the cutoff because we don't have that much snow, but I haven't looked out there since probably about 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Sorry about that, folks. Had to feed the cat.
Yeah.
Parabellum Fishing's telling Mark he needs to blink twice if he needs help. Yeah, so Deez, I actually made Edward's Family Farmstead. I made that a mod, so you should be able to use that as well now too.
Hey, Dee.
Do you trap any dry land critters?
I used to, but the market on them, like say the southeast coyotes, is $1 to $5, unless you're going to build a pen and live market. Bobcats here are $20 or less. And
Yeah.
the number of catches per money you could make kind of knocks that in the head. And then Mississippi's a dog running state, and I got tired of catching dogs.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I've caught plenty of bobcats and coyotes, but Mississippi is a deer dog running state, and it's hard to get permission to dry land trap. You can get all the permission you want to water trap, but they don't want anything to do with the trap on dry land because of their dogs.
Been wearing shorts and flip flops outside. That's you guys are in North Carolina, correct? You guys are down there by Scab 76. I think they're in North Carolina. But
So you got snow, huh?
we got some snow. It sounds like Bo Daniels. He's north of me. He's got quite a bit. Y'all gonna get Mark hurt. I think Al says we ain't worried about Mark. He's out of the country. He's in California. Live market is that they have to make anything caught 3 dogs this year. Yeah, we are supposed to have 60-degree weather in a couple of days. Bo Daniels has been out. He was catching fish here the other day. The last couple of days, he's slamming the fish. Deer Slayer in the house.
Hello, Deer Slayer.
Sorry, Mark J, but hard to get the toothpaste back in the tube once it's out. KG Outdoors, how you doing?
He'll teach Monica to trap.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I don't know. To me, it got real addicting real quick, and it's my kids that wanted to go trapping, and so I bought some traps. We go out, we set them. Neither one of them wanted to get up and go check the traps, and that's the best part. That's when you get the catches. That's the exciting part. But I caught my first that fisher coon that I have over here on the end. Let me see this. That way. I don't even know why I got it. Oh, probably because I got me condensed. But that fisher coon, it was like I think it was the second or third raccoon I ever caught. Anything that I ever caught. And I was hooked. I was hooked right then and there.
I started trapping muskrats as a kid. Then went on to dry land, fox, mostly fox and coyotes. Had a partner run a long line. And now I just do it for fun. Long line trapping, we're talking back in the early 80s. It was still decent money. Me and my partner had about 600 traps and run about 3 counties in Missouri.
Later, Geo. Coyote Whacker says, did I hear somebody say catching a lot of buzzards?
I've done.
I know. Did I hear someone needs to catch a buzzard? City Sticker Chris made it in. Coyote Whacker saying hello. So let's
Hey, Coyote Whacker.
Let's play. I got a couple more videos. I see we're getting about 40 minutes left to go here. Let me see here. This swamp check number 3. We'll kind of skip around on this one. It's a pretty lengthy video, but we'll watch a few of the catches, and then we'll watch you stacking them up at the end for sure. I think this is the one. I believe this is the one where you got the gun on it, possibly. I'm not sure. All right.
A little bit above normal conditions, but there's a lot of trash floating in the water. The water is
This
rising. So
the river was up a little bit
take
here.
off, see if we had any catches today. Well, I do have a great big old beaver sitting right there on the bank. Front
That's
leg.
the one with the snare and the TS-85
Yep.
on it at the same time.
That
He
is the
didn't go
one.
down the drowner cable. Drowner rig's out to here. He's sitting up there.
5-0 trapper, be
I don't
safe.
see the snare over there either, so we'll get up here and get this big old boy dispatched and check on the snare too. But we definitely got the
It's
one
highly
right there.
addicting there, Chris.
I'll see you in a few minutes. I can see why the beaver didn't go down the drowning rig now.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
wasn't
the
going
snare on
anywhere,
him.
was he?
Nope. And he had the TS-85 on him.
And he had a
I caught
big
him
beaver
over in
too.
that snare. You can see the cable running right up beside that cypress knee. I
Hey, I have the empty bowl
but I guess
handles.
he could make it over here to this TS-85.
Going to
He's got him
raffle off
too.
shots. Nice.
I'll
That's
get
going to
out,
be a blast.
see what I can remake, and we'll go from there.
Buzzard
It
back
is a
straps for dinner.
giant. Whew. One on the board for today. This is that crossover where I've had the game camera watching it. Had a beaver here yesterday. So
Yeah, that's
let's
nice.
see what I can remake. Looks like he destroyed the snare and snare set. With that much of the shock spring pulled out of the ground, looked like he about got the wolf fang out too, but we'll find out in a minute. It's a big old beaver. Holy cow.
Thank
The
you,
reason he
Deez.
didn't go down the drowning rig.
There's the link, guys. If you
Because-
already have Judith and Dan, please share one of their videos
The
out.
snare
If they
hit
got a
him right
community
behind the
tab,
head.
You can share them out on any of the other
But he was
social
able to
medias.
get to
30
the
in the house. I
TS-85.
appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up.
I'll get the snare off of him. I cut the cable. I'll hang
Nature's
another
Wild
cable when
Playground
this water
saying there's
goes
snow in their
down.
area too.
But it's up about 6-8 inches from where it should be. But I had him in the snare first, and he was able to get to the
Amen,
TS-85. But that's one of J-Dub's snares.
There we go, J-Dubs.
I'm
One of
getting
your
in the boat.
snares.
Keep moving. I'm about to show how much this water has risen overnight. That crossover right there.
Now, here's a question I had for
330 set in
you.
it.
When you set
Was the
330s
one I had
and like
that giant
something like
nutria in
that,
it yesterday. It was
do you prefer to
50%
set 'em up
submerged yesterday.
like
Now the
50%,
water is
or
up
do you
to
like
the
them
top
where the
jaws
top
on
jaws
it.
at the top of the water where you put a dive stick
And
on?
that, and
Well, when I
on
set that
this
one, it was 50%
caster mound
submerged.
right
The
here.
water
Uh-huh.
came up.
neither set has been touched last
Here
night,
we have to
but
be
I'll keep moving.
50%
Just showing how
slash
the difference
partially
in the water
submerged.
level overnight.
But if I'm going to run it completely
Keep
submerged,
moving.
I put a dive
I
stick
do
on.
have a trap right here missing out of its bed.
I know here in
I'll find out
Pennsylvania,
later.
of
I'll
course,
pull
we
it up out
can't
in deep
set it
water.
unless it's 50%
This is where I have
submerged.
the conibear on this trail
Ours is tidal, so
and the foothold on this trail. The bed was right.
every time something
The
locks
bed is
through,
right
it goes
here.
up down a foot.
Right.
I do not see the trap, but I do see the cable out in deep water. I'll go get that anchor
Nice.
pulled up and see if we got another one.
Like we
Hopefully.
said, this was his second season trapping. He got
But,
17 coyotes, 32 raccoons, 2 fox, 3
if I don't
skunk,
catch
and a
another one, I got
bobcat.
a tank in the boat. You won't
Nice
believe how
count
big
on
this thing
coyotes.
is.
Spent his time selling traps and
I'll see you
learning.
in a minute.
Nice.
Well, I do have beaver number 2.
Beaver number
It's
2.
not a great old biggin. It's maybe 25
Chip, what about
pounds.
being outdoors?
It's
Thanks
just,
for being in here. Really appreciate it, Chip. Thanks for
just
your
a beaver. It's
your continued support. Thanks for the questions
try
you
not to
had
catch
for
them
Dan and
small.
Judith tonight as
Usually
well.
the
You have
caster
blessed week,
mounds are
buddy.
designed for the mature adults because they got to be about 2 years old before they start making caster mounts. This size is smaller. The casters are usually just shells.
PA Trapping
They're
Outdoors.
still
caught
attracted
2
to the
today.
caster mounds, but they don't
59
spend a lot
pounder
of
and a
time
29
making them.
pounder. And 2 toes.
I'll get him stored behind me, get the trap reset, and
It
keep
happens.
moving. Well, I do have beaver number 3 and some kind of tangled up mess right off the bank. Pretty good sized beaver. I've got to get him out of this root wad somehow. Get the trap out from under him and load him up. We'll keep moving down. Well, here's beaver number 3, and I'll have to let him dry out a little bit, but he looks.
Mississippi has some good beaver raised outdoors, the same.
He just looks cold black.
It's a lot of dark ones.
I
Yeah.
hope so. I caught a few of these last year that was cold black. I don't know. He's got a little brown up here on his cheeks. But
Now, what are the fur buyers? Do they
Big
like
old
the
beaver.
solid black, like a black one like that, or?
It don't really matter.
I'm
They
not
gotta
resetting
shave it
this
all
one right
off,
now until the
grind
water
it up,
drops a little bit.
dye it
tangle up
whatever
some
color
root
they
log.
make the cowboy hats anyway.
Okay.
And I'm just going to have
Okay.
to about swim.
I was kind of wondering about that.
I mean, it's almost waist deep and it's hung up on the bottom right now. I'm gonna get a warm day with the water down and get in here and get that.
Yeah, that beaver there, he was all
I
tangled
got
up
the
into
beaver out of it
some
anyway.
roots. Were you ever able to retract
Figure out
the
the best way to get in the boat.
trap?
I got it back like the next day.
Head on down the creek. See you down there.
I had to do some
I did
maneuvering
have
with
this caster mound. See it?
I got a pole with a hook on the end of it and fished
Couldn't
it out
find
of
the
there.
trap. So I run the cable out in the deep water, seeing if I had a catch before I even bothered turning it on. I did not want to miss. And I didn't. I got a tank. I got to get him pulled in the boat. We'll take a look at him in a minute.
Yeah, Blake, well, you did an
That'll
awesome
be
job.
beaver number 4. Oh, I say tank, I mean tank. There's beaver number 4. Back foot catch on TS85. He's got a big old chunk of his tail bitten out, but it's a great day. I still got more to check, and I got 4 in the boat. I'll get him stored behind me and keep going.
There's the one you like.
I
Bucks.
managed
Yeah.
to get another beaver. He has
Guys,
pulled
check
the
this.
stake up out in
Check
the
this
water.
thing out.
Hopefully you can see the cable running right up.
We
through
can't really
here.
see him right now, but wait until you do get to see
He's
him.
up here on top of the lodge. He's trying to hide. At the
City
moment.
Sticker Chris,
He's
trapping is so cool to him that this
right
city
in
kid
there.
just wants
I
to
see the
watch
trap
y'all doing it.
upside down, still on him.
I tell you, a lot of people
But,
don't realize
Come up here in
beaver
the shallow water,
trapping.
bail out, get up on top of the lodge,
It gives
go
you a
get him.
workout.
It'll be.
You don't need a gym. You just need the beaver trap.
We'll see.
Yeah, right.
We'll see how it plays out. I'll show him to you in a minute. Right there's the one I just got.
I think he
There's
even
another
talks
tank
about it
under
right
it.
now here, raised outdoors.
3 great old biggins. Right
Talks
there.
about capsize.
I still got
Not too
more
much.
traps to go check. It's starting to look like some kind of episode of Swamp People or something. This boat is loaded.
Loaded to the gills.
I mean, they're all giants.
Yeah, those things.
Oh, happy day.
Maybe when you said that, I thought of that
I'll
song.
get back to the boat. We'll head on down the creek.
Oh, happy day.
My catch of the day.
That is just
Big old tanker beaver. You can see my 22 for size comparison on top.
big old tanks.
This
guys.
one I thought was cold black. Well, it is black, but it does have a little brown on its cheeks.
Found out today and
there's,
yesterday carrying a 58 and a 45-pound, couple hundred
5 more
yards.
beaver.
Yeah,
That was that last one.
You'll wind up with them on your
That
back.
was
like
at
a
the
backpack.
lodge. He done
Back
pulled my
deep.
anchor. He was up on the
Yeah.
lodge. He's dry.
Veteran family says super jealous of those
Oh.
TS-85s. They
That
can't
was
use
a
them
load in the
there.
canoe.
They're limited to 7.5 inches.
There's 5 more beaver. I got the 22 on them for comparison. You tell they are boss beaver. See you later. Headed to the house. We're going to pick up another freezer so I can keep trapping. See you then.
I like that one.
Got 3 freezers, huh?
3 freezers for furs now.
3 freezer. Okay. I actually I had my wife actually got me a freezer because I was actually using our freezer, that we actually save we put our
No, they don't
Yeah,
work.
that wouldn't work too good now.
yeah. So I got it's a smaller freezer, but I found out real quick I had to do my furs as I went because, I had a couple raccoons that I wasn't really targeting for raccoon this year. I caught 15 of them, but I had to keep doing those because as soon as I started catching those beaver, they started stacking up in that freezer pretty quickly. And I actually kind of fold them over into themselves, and I kind of like did a tri-fold just to try to keep them smaller. And I'm going to sell them green, so I got to take them back out because grown waltz, they want them just folded in half. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to get them out and thaw them out and kind of fold them in half. And I'm hoping I have enough room to stick them back in there and freeze them so I can get them up to those guys when I.
Well, you don't have to let them get completely thawed out. They'll still be like a slush, when you pull it out. Because if they you don't want them thawed out completely to try to refreeze them. They'll take on a smell.
Okay.
Because some of it will thaw out quicker than others.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, yeah, that'd be true. I forget who just mentioned that some of your canoe rides were probably riding low in the water for sure.
Oh, I like them like that.
Yeah.
You get a heavy canoe, it takes all the tippiness out of it. It just depends on how you load it. Because the beaver's weight's low in the canoe. It's like having a 3-foot deep keel. Although you can't make it across sandbars.
Yeah, right. Fish, hunt, trap, repeat. I got that time. Says that was a good haul right there. Raised outdoors, Edwards family. I promise I'd be as wet as his beaver. He was in that canoe. City Sticker Chris says his freezer gets filled with the deer and the bear. He did have a bear hide this year too. He got a nice bear. Do you ever do any hoops or any other craft sales?
I do. As far as hoops is putting the beavers on, I want to. They say the 2-year-olds and smaller beaver would be best on hoops, and your blankets would be better on your boards.
Gotcha.
As far as speed. And Scab, he's got a good design on his beaver hoops. He's already got the oval in them the way he built them.
Okay.
A lot of hoops come from your fur houses that are round, and you've got to buy the little tensioner to put the oval shape in it. Well, he's already put the oval shape in his hoops.
Nice. So he I don't think I've seen that video, but I'm sure he must have that video on his channel. He does. So we know Judith is crafty at making some fur stuff. Ask Trapper Jay. The old poosum
furry fashions.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was referring to. Yeah.
Well, he's lacking one thing. He needs one more thing to add to it.
Yeah.
And I can't find a pretty possum, but when I do, I'm gonna sew it up and send it to him. And you can imagine what that might be. Of course, it's gonna have to be a bigger number. I'll have to measure him somehow.
Yeah, I like it.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
That was a running joke for a while till finally somebody made one, and I'm glad she did it.
Yeah. I am too.
I heard possum thong for a year before finally somebody did it. If you ever notice, don't nobody use that term anymore.
No. Yeah, that was funny. And then when he actually did his profile picture wearing that.
Oh my, yeah.
Scab did a video this week about homemade hoops. Okay, so that may be why I didn't catch it. It was one of his first lives. Okay, so it's in a live stream. Okay, Scab. Believe me, I'll be checking that out.
He needs to get a patent on them, put them on the market.
The old poosum. And that all started because of Nate. We were talking about fishing. They were saying crappie, and then he said crappie, and then he says, well, that's like saying poosum. And it just went from there.
Crappie don't sound right. I call it crappie sometimes too. Because I think
Monica, I'll have to buy another painting so that one doesn't look so lonely up there. How big a possum you need? Al wants to know how big a possum you need. He must have a few possums there he could send you.
Well, let's
Oh man, possums ain't no problem to get.
probably about a 50
No,
or 45.
we just you could just get. If I tell it, then everybody would want one. But we'll just see. We'll get the possums and make it. It'll be another gift from Judith's Furry Fashions.
Yeah. So Bo Daniel, he's saying actually it was the Pondum started that whole thing in that live stream.
Yeah, it's funny. I thought we heard for a year a possum thong.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we seen Trapper Jay did a video, and he had one he cut up, kind of made a loincloth.
Yeah.
And Judith goes, well, we can make that. And I said, okay, do it. And we sent him she sent him the possum thong. And he put it on in that live stream and sent her a picture, and I about hit the floor laughing. It was 30 minutes before I could breathe.
It was just a good joke.
Yeah, Scab. He was just doing a live. He was he's skinning out some beaver tails. He said he's elbow deep. He had a bunch of them up there. He was skinning down. He said his wife went to the freezer to go get something out, and what she pull out but a beaver tail. So he's he's trying to get some of them taken care of right now.
Get them out of my freezer.
That's the reason I got him another freezer. We've got three freezers.
Four
freezers.
Yeah.
One's for food, our food, and the rest of them's for his stuff.
Yeah. So Trapper Jay, Rob's Outdoors. Trapper Jay works Sunday nights, so a lot of times you don't make it in here, but every once in a while he makes an appearance. And if you guys don't know, between Trapper Jay and Blakely's Trapping Supply, they both were gracious enough. They donated a dozen traps towards my kids giveaway. I then also coupled that with a dozen DPs. So we got real nice trapping sets. We've already given 2 sets out to Jakey Crack Outdoors and Matt Brophy's their name. They did a Pennsylvania youth trapping contest this year.
And they're doing the giveaway for kids.
Yeah, I'll be giving 3 away at a game dinner that I do every year, and then I'm going to be doing up at the Rendezvous. We're going to give three of them away there as well to the kids up there. So, and then I have a couple. The one gentleman, the young kid that went trapping with me, beaver trapping. His name was Matthew. He's so excited next year. He wants to go trapping so bad. So I think I'm going to get him at least 3 traps for him to get started on, anyways.
Yeah, and like say what is it, Bicknell Bunch? Bicknell Bunch. We sent them a Christmas present, nice. And they've been catching raccoons with it.
Nice.
But every trapper out there needs to grab somebody and get them interested and started into trapping. If not, the antis will have their way, strip you of your rights, and kill trapping altogether.
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep people interested.
We already know that they are trying to break down the. It's bad enough the fur industry is as bad as it is right now, but we know that there are people out there that are fighting to do away with the fur trade.
Yeah.
That's not good.
And we got to get these younger trappers definitely interested for sure.
I mean, most of the trappers that I know, even if you weren't making money trapping, you would still do it if it was. It's just something in your blood, something in the way you're wired. You're going to do.
Like a hobby.
And you'll find your better trappers. You don't want to be trying to compete against them deer hunting either, because they got the sign reading down. We're going to know where to put that tree stand.
Yeah.
The two go together.
Yeah. So real quick, what I want to do, I do want to try and get. I got some. Hopefully, I got some channels in here that are under 1K. I think I want to real quick. I want to try to draw for next week's channel. If you guys want to kind of hang out for a minute, we'll try to get this taken care of. So
we'll be here.
anyone that's in the chat that is under 1K would like their channel showcased. You got to have at least 12 videos. I will showcase you next week. So if you do that, I will write your name down on a piece of paper like this. I'll see if I can get it there. And
get in there, Scab.
We will put it in my hat. We'll shake it around, and we'll pull somebody out. It's last man standing. I kind of like doing it this way. So we got Scab. And that's all I'm going to write on it. I'm just going to write Scab 76.
He's done good on the otter and the beaver.
Edwards Family Farmstead. I don't know if you guys will be able to make it in here next Sunday, but we got Deer Slayer. I think I already have one made out for Deer Slayer. Yep, I got it right here. We got Deer Slayer. Okay, there's a new one. We got Justin and Jen. That's what I'm going to call you, is Justin and Jen, because we know I can't pronounce that last name. There's Justin and Jen. Got Edwards. I'm going to put Edwards Farm. Last man standing is great. Yeah, and then I got the old school way, too, from John Euler, Outdoorsman. He put it in his hat. Although last week we had a little bit of a debacle, but it all works out for the good. Off the Hook is back from eating. You guys go out to eat, or I'm sure you did. You're up there at the Splash Lagoon. 26 in the house. Do I got any more people in here that want to be showcased? PA Trapping Outdoors, you want to be showcased. Deer Slayer, he said he wanted to be in it. Mike Showers in the house. How you doing? We're getting ready. We're going to try to pull for the next week's showcase. Right now, I just have Justin and Jen. I got Scab. I got Edwards Family Farmstead, and I got Deer Slayer. PA Trapping Outdoors. Okay, I got his already right here. It is not focusing very well.
You got to put your hand behind it.
Anybody else? We got 27 in the house. Anybody else under 1K that would like to have their channel showcase, come up here and chit chat and try to share you guys out. And went to Hooch and Blotos for burgers. Hooch and Blotos. Huh. Never even heard of it. I bet you Woman Out. I don't know if Woman Outdoors is still in here, but she's from up at Erie. And we got Days and Edwards putting up the link for Judith and Dan. We got Off the Hook putting Deer Slayers up. I don't think you was seeing my comments. I had to reload the live. Okay, I got you. Okay, set on sign. Under 1K, you got at least 12. Set on sign. Off the Hook, you didn't stop in and see me. That's Bo Daniels. He's about halfway between me and Erie. All right, so it's 9:43. So 9:45, I will start doing the drawing. So anybody else want to get in, get the showcase?
Go jiggle in.
Got about 40 seconds. Live More Outdoors in the house. A little bit late.
Live More.
We've been talking with Dan and Judith. We're just about ready to start pulling for next week's showcase. Oh, they got good burgers. I'm not even going to try to pronounce them. What kind of buns they have.
They tell them who to put it there. They got a one-time name.
Hey, Parabellum Fishing. You don't have to be up on pen. I'll showcase your channel for sure, and we'll make it work. We'll get maybe small water charters up here. I'm sure he'll love to talk about your channel. Maybe talk about you. All right, Parabellum Fishing, we got you in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cut it off. It's 9:44. I just got to. All right. So I'm going to be able to take, I do believe, I got to get my hat off here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Parabellum. Joe says, yeah, it'd be more fun if he could be here, and he doesn't trust John. All right, guys. So
Thank you for your plan.
So I can try to make sure I don't mess up on this one and I got to watch so it doesn't get caught in this like flap here. So I have Parabellum Fishing in the hat. I have Scab 76 in the hat. I have Deer Slayer in the hat. I got Set on Sign in the hat. I have Justin and Jen in the hat. I have Edwards Family Farm in the hat. And I have PA Trapping and Outdoors in the hat. Bob Preston in the house. How you doing? All right, is that everybody? Did I miss anybody? All right, here we go, guys. I'll put it out in front here. Remember, it's last man standing. Here we go. PA Trapping and Outdoors. We'll get you next week. Deer Slayer, you're going to have to come back next week, buddy. Drum roll, please, right? All right, here's the next one. Oh, it's folded here. Give me a second. Edwards Family Farmstead. Well, I know we'll get you guys there sometime. If you guys don't know, that's Nate 408 and D's Beyond Blessed. Next one out. Sorry, Scab. We'll have to try another time. And believe me, I will really enjoy that live as well. I love watching some of his videos and stuff. Next one out. All right, Joe, you get to come up maybe another time. Maybe a time that you can make it up here and we don't got to worry about John so much. Trying to get Trapping with Ralphie to put his Mentor Youth Trout video up. Yeah, absolutely. And Bob, once he gets 12 videos, man, make sure he gets in here and we try to get him up here and we can showcase his channel. Next one out is Justin and Jen. So who does that leave? The last one. There it is, guys. Set on Sign.
Sign. Congrats.
I love the channel name too. That's going to be a fun one. And so fitting. I appreciate the super chat that you sent out this evening as well. And we're going to showcase Set on Sign.
He's got a good channel.
Yeah.
I know. I've watched some of his videos. Dusty Tinner, how you doing? Parabellum said he's a little relieved. He's afraid we got John up here talking about his channel. That's good. Just starting YouTube. That would really help him out. Yes, it would. All right. Yes. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it as well. I always like when I get out and start watching somebody's channel and actually get, because I get to watch like a lot of different videos that maybe I've missed or they've posted before I've even been part of their channel. Everybody's saying congrats, Set on Sun. So let's get to this last video. This is you putting in some of these beaver sets. I'll kind of skip around on this one here, but this is one thing that I do like watching Dan is when he puts sets in, because he'll go up, he'll show you why he's setting it, and how he's setting it, and stuff like that. So let's get this going.
I'm going to do a better job on it. I'm going to get me like a bipod or monopod to put the camera on to actually film showing making the sets.
Okay.
For the next season, but it's kind of hard to do one-handed.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't see who's leaving. I don't know if it's Bull or if it's Coyote Whacker.
Get ready for this season with all the best.
All right, let's get off this ad here. There we go.
Oh, get the morning started. I have gotten a phone call from the landowner. See if I couldn't help get rid of a couple beaver.
There we go.
Easy road access.
It didn't pay off too well, but easy road access.
Okay, so
sliding the boat in.
I will have to look. Set on Sun says,
maybe had to drag
do you want me to still
15
showcase your
feet.
channel, or would you rather wait till you can come up on panel, Set on Sun?
He said he's seeing a
I
lot of beaver
can
peel sticks
go to
and
the
stuff
whoever
in
I
here, and he's
pulled
wanting
out
to get 'em gone.
second to last. I believe it was.
This is a duck hunting managed area.
Justin and Jen. I could
So I'll get on down.
I could do them next
swamp
week.
area.
Let me
see if we
know,
can't
Set
find
on
some beaver
Sun.
sign.
Would you rather
See
wait
you
and try
down
for
there.
a chance when you can come on
I'm
panel,
gonna come
or
in here.
you want me to just
Get
go
the
ahead and
landowner out. But they set this floodgate so they can control water level.
yeah, this here is pretty interesting.
Look at the beaver.
Okay, you'll wait. So Justin and Jen,
To his gate.
you guys will be next
They
week.
made their own door.
Make your own door, right?
30's gonna go. Next time they come through this hole, it's gonna be the last time.
Yep. Check out Edwards Family
have
Farmstead.
chewed
That's
them out.
D's Beyond Blessed and Nate 408.
A horseshoe big enough for them to get through. There will be a 330 going in right here.
Absolutely, I would.
And I'll blend it in a little bit. Landowner's still out here
No, that's just one of them.
surveying
Yep.
the property.
Justin and Jen.
Putting
So I
out
got to write that down.
wood duck boxes, feeding the wild ducks and whatnot. But yeah, this beaver needs to go. They're trying to control the water level with the gate, and the beaver did that. See you in a minute when I get the set done. Here's my set I finished. Put a little stick over the top of the jaws, make them duck under it, and go through that hole.
Nope,
Fenced
that's
them
fine.
off
Set
right
on Sun.
here.
We're good. We're good.
It's the only way through. Put the trigger wires on the bottom. See, right there.
Yes, that's an ironwood.
Maybe this will work. Anything come through that hole has to come through that hole in the board.
So I'm sure they must have put that in
Set
because
number
this is
one
a
on.
place that they duck hunt. So they tried to
330
actually
feet is right here. Where they're
dam
coming
it
through
up,
that
I guess, to flood it.
chewed out
They
spot.
want a consistent water level for their ducks,
Real narrow
Okay.
spot.
and to get the
And
distance
if a
between the
place is
surface
good
of the
enough
water
for
and the
one stick,
bottom for their puddle ducks and
and
divers.
this much sand, there's got to be.
And they're
another set
using those
going
gates to keep the water at a certain
Right here
level.
in this neck
Anything
down
higher than
spot.
that, it just flows over the gate.
in. I'm putting the TS85 on the drowner cable.
What's so crazy about
Try
that
to
is
get
you
it
think a
double.
beaver would want to dam that up even more, and then they actually cut a hole through it, so they leave more water out.
Right
Yeah,
here
it's just
is
because
a
they
line
travel
set.
to the upper ponds,
So if
Right.
everybody gets
That's
hammered
just
in
their-
the hole,
like overpass.
others get up here getting curious, they'll get another catch right here. In theory, hopefully it works, but it's a really nice little blind spot right there to put a trap. I'll get that put in, get the stake out in deep water, and keep moving. I got a little peninsula of land.
See, like this here, I could set
slough
this in PA. I could set that crossover right
slough.
there.
Well, you got to
I
love
hope you can
crossovers like
see.
that.
Yeah.
They'll hit
crossover
year after year after year.
going
You'll
between
make
the
it.
two. And I've got this root that's going to funnel them.
Yeah, that root was
Right
like
here.
perfectly put there
Put
too, right?
Either Duke 850 or TS 85 right here. But this is the crossover. See it going right up through there.
It's like that one you got going over the levee. That slough.
I'll see you when I get that set done.
Yeah, it kind of helped too. I had a
Here's
little bit
another
of
shot of
snow
that
there, and I had a
crossover
big old
down to
footprint.
water's
I
level.
was like, well, I know there's one
And I have
definitely coming through
scooped out
here.
a bed and located a TS85 right here in the bed. I'm gonna run my drowner cable out in the deep water. And I have put a little bit of the caster lure that I've made up here on it to get their attention. Should have a catch here. It's a pretty active little spot. Nice crossover trail.
There's next week's showcase
I'll
channel.
keep moving. I've got an entrance to a bank being located right here. It's an older bank lodge that hopefully
Louisiana.
you can see. It's real shallow. Real shallow. Boom. Drops off in the run. You see it drops off in.
Can't take gators down there
And
either.
it comes back up out. It's right here, shallow. There's the run. We're at the bottom of the run, no silt and hard. And it comes back up out. 330 I'm gonna put in right here. We're coming in and out of that bank down.
KB Outdoors
Hopefully
still
we'll
in the
make a
house.
catch.
You got the eyeballs.
There's the old bank down.
That's
Got sticks and
Ironwood Bluff.
debris and everything piled up on top with a clean run right there coming in and out of it. I'll get that set put in. We'll take a look at it. Well, right here's my H stand. Deepwater H
Yeah.
stand with a 330.
Livermore says he's listened to Phil Robertson's
Sit right
Unchained
here
podcast.
where
They're
the
always
bank
talking
line-
about
where the
beavers
bank
and their
line
duck,
has
battling
the,
the beavers in their duck farms.
The divot where they're coming in and out.
Hell, they're always using the old tannerite and blowing the
Yeah,
things
work.
up,
Got it
Well, if you don't get
cabled
rid of the
off on
beaver, they
side.
come right back.
right?
But the bottom of the
Rays
run
wants to
felt
know
solid.
what's the biggest trap you can use in
Maybe it'll
Mississippi.
hit.
I don't have any
Never know.
restrictions.
There is otter and beaver in
There
But
you
the
go.
biggest count, the biggest,
So I'll keep paddle around.
put it this way,
and see what I can find.
220 and up can be used on land, and whatever you want to
What
put
I
in the
have
water.
located is another potential bank bend with a very good run in it. See, it's
The
shallow.
biggest traps I know of is a
drops
950
off on the bottom
brawn,
of
and
the
I'm not
run.
about to give $100 a piece for them. But
Yeah.
You just hear
I use
hard
850s and PS 85s.
Right there's the bottom
A
of the run,
bunch.
Mhm.
and it comes up out of it shallow.
There you
You
go.
can stick out the way.
No,
Shallow
see
up
it.
here.
Good trap.
There's the bottom of the run. Hard bottom going up underneath these roots.
So I noticed when you set those
And,
330s in there, so
yeah, I've
the
gotta
key
put
is
330
to get those things secured right to the bottom
And it just looks too
of
good.
the run, correct?
Everything
I
about
put
it
them
is
as
down.
close as I can get them to the bottom.
And I'll take a look
I
at it
mean,
get
when
it
they come out that hole, they're doing
Right
it
here,
fast, and they
the
come
top
right
of
out
my
their
Deepwater
little
H stand.
ditch
I felt
they
when
got
the bottom
coming
of
out.
the run dips down.
Because they're
going
vulnerable
out of this
at
bank
the
then.
den hole for predators.
And I've got it cabled
Gotcha.
off
They come out of there in a big hurry.
out here to deeper water on this metal stake. So hopefully if I make a catch, he blows out of there. And it's out here on the bottom. But right there's the stake out in deeper water. See, the bottom felt great. Not a lot of silt on the bottom. And a good hewed out run going in and out of there. So I'll keep it moving.
And that's that on that video. Let me shut that one there down. Those 850s are brutes. Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
those are some nice traps. That's for sure.
Probably said, ain't they?
I got to use setters.
You use the setters with those 850s?
Yep.
Yeah, I could imagine. So it'd be my nephew. He has the MB. I think it's an MB 750, and I got to use the setters on them things. They are beasts of the trap too.
I would want to say
The TS-85s, once you get them broke over, being a 2-coil, and they're the high lockup on them, they're like a cam on a bow. Once you get past the breakover point, they're easy to hold down.
Hold down, gotcha.
But the Duke 850s, the power stroke goes all the way to the bottom of the levers on them. You need setters. I do.
Yeah,
I ain't a little feller.
Al says he had to jump up and down on the levers.
It's tough.
Good morning, Amanda. How are you today?
Hello, Amanda.
Off the hook's going to hit the hay. The kids beat him up pretty good today up there in Splash Lagoon. Absolutely, Ted. Thanks for being in here. Hope you have a great week. We'll probably see you in a few lives, I'm sure. Everybody saying hello to Amanda.
Hello.
So Edwards, he uses the K9 Extremes and the Beaver Extremes.
Good trap, 4-coil.
Everybody saying good night to Off the Hook. JV saying good morning, honey.
I've caught a lot of beaver number 2 square jaw. Set for otter, you come back and there's a beaver in it. They don't turn loose either.
Nice, yeah. Scotty's Outdoor, thanks for coming in the house. We have Judith and Dan up here. We're about to the end of the live stream, but I do showcases every Sunday night. We're going to try to do it as often as I possibly can, going through the summer season. And yes, Livermore, I did get some snow. So if you're a channel that's under 1K, you have at least 12 videos, and you want to be showcased, come into live sometime throughout the live. I will. Scotty Outdoors is Matthew. There's the young man that I was just talking about. Went trapping with me earlier. Scotty's Outdoors. Where'd you come up with Scotty's Outdoors? That's funny. But yeah, so again, those of you that are in here, I will showcase your channel. It's been a pleasure having Judith and Dan back up here. I know for myself personally, I appreciate, and I'm sure I'm talking for everybody else. We appreciate everything that you guys give towards the trapping community. You are very selfless when it comes to helping anybody out. And that's what's up, like you mentioned, we got to get more people involved in trapping, or it's gonna die out, and we're gonna be overcome by those that are trying to push trapping out of existence.
When I was younger, and we'd go to the fur shed to sell.
I was doing that to Al. I was telling Al. But go ahead.
We'd go to the first sale to sell, and you'd go around to the old timers to ask tricks, tips, sets. How'd you do this? How'd you do that? You wasn't going to get anything out of them.
Yeah.
And I said, if I ever get to where somebody's going to listen to me, I'll tell it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we need to do more now than ever.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot of stuff on him, what he does too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
I don't handle too much of it, but
she helps me. She helps in the fur shed. She helps when we're dog proof trapping.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So,
proofs.
Set on Sun said, what a great show. Even with just the informational chat, he learned some new trapping knowledge to put in the vault. Yeah, Ray says it's only not. Hey, it's only 9 o'clock. Mark saying it's only 7 there.
Only 9:04 here. Yeah, you got another hour.
Yeah, the wife would probably say different. But before we go, there is one last thing that I wanted to get to, and here is going to be some great information for you guys, because I know you've mentioned it before. Beaver caster.
Yeah.
Just real quick, let us know how you go about drying your beaver caster and how you put that up to sell.
Where do you want to start? The removal or just the drying?
Just once we remove them, how do you go about drying them and preparing them? Do you freeze them? What do you do to get them ready so then when you take them to the fur auction or you go to sell, how you go about doing that?
For starters, I don't want a hot fur shed to dry them in. I want 65, 70 degrees and good airflow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll remove any and all excess meat from the shells. You want them as clean as you can get them, and cut them down to the connection point is probably 1/4 of an inch. You want it short. I'll have some froze. If I have a big catch, I'll freeze them till I get 20, 30 sets to go dry.
Okay.
Put them over I got a clothes rack for drying sweaters and shirts.
Yeah, I bought it for me.
And I'll put them on the clothes rack.
Okay.
Heavy side lobe down.
Okay.
And every day I'll go out and I'll flip them lobes over so you're getting a new side touching, so you're getting adequate airflow and you don't have wet shell on wet shell touching. I'll flip them over the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And starting on the second day, I'll go squeeze out that extra water that's in them, because you want them to dry out, not sit there and cesspool taint inside the shell.
Okay, I got you.
But don't waste that water. Put it in a jar and use it for lure. I'll let them dry anywhere between 3 to 5 days, given the humidity and airflow, until the shell is dry, but the internal caster is kind of like a dry mashed potato consistency, with no water coming out when you turn them upside down.
Yeah.
Then I'll put them back in a box, put them in the freezer until about 4 days before you're going to go sell.
Okay.
I'll get them back out, thaw them, let them dry for an additional 2 to 3 days, because the whole time you've got them out drying, they're losing weight. The freezing process will stop the weight loss, but you don't want them moist straight out of the freezer. You want to give them an additional day to 2 days drying time. Then I'll put them back in a cardboard box loaded with paper towels to soak up any additional moisture or spillage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put them in plastic bags.
Right.
Don't put them in Ziplocs, because it'll cause them to mold.
Yeah, so I put mine in a paper bag.
A paper bag or cardboard box full of paper towels is the best way.
Okay.
And every year we get top price on the caster too.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah. Our casters was like, that's what they want them to look like.
Yeah. And Matthew, yes, I'm going out first day of trout as long as the streams are not blown out. So I am going to need to cut the live. So I want to thank Judith and Dan for being up here. I want to thank the 18 of you guys that are still.
Yes.
You guys are.
We really enjoyed it.
Yeah. And like I said, guys, I am going to share a video of yours out every time I go live until you guys hit 1K.
That'd be nice.
We'll get there eventually.
It's just the way. You guys know everybody obviously loves watching the videos and stuff. So you want to have those the supporters, not the subscribers, and you'll get there. I have no doubt.
We've got the same bunch of supporters that watch us faithfully, and I want to say thank you for that.
Yes.
Of the supporters we've also got 5,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, man. The watch hours usually is what everybody's chasing. So you got that. So that, once that comes, bam, you guys are all done. Real quick, Dan, you catching any in Mississippi slab crappie? And yes, Monica, there it is.
I aim to.
Yep.
That's our next thing is
go fishing. Yeah.
Time to fish.
And I'm going to catch the biggest one. I promise you that.
Oh, man. That's a long story about that trout.
Yeah. You tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, guys, I appreciate everybody in here. We will be checking out Justin and Jen. Like I said, I can't pronounce her last name, but we'll get him up on panel and we'll have him help me learn how to pronounce their last name. And it is 8:00 Eastern time next Sunday, so it'll be 7:00 your time, Justin and Jen, if you are in the Central time zone. I want to appreciate, everybody coming in here. As always, guys, have a blessed week. And you know what it's all about, right? Share your passion.
Yeah, and share it with the next generation.
Share it with the next generation. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. And as you know, we'll be waiting for the next time for sure. And you guys are always alive too. So you guys have a blessed week.
Thank
You too.
you.
Thank you, Boxy.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
See you guys in the chat. Appreciate it. If you guys want, get over to Catfish Terry. Have a blessed week.